character.
It's another character. Okay. Oh, thank you. You're so cute. You know, like so with me, a low character again. Like, on a low level, I mean.
Dorian into some shit.
Gold is useless to me. Take it.
Stash.
I want from home to Theo. And not it from here.
I wish you would work for the office and save the day, but you are very stubborn.
No, you didn't understand this. When you told me this yesterday, I was already, now I think I have to explain you this. In June, here it's always just per month. So as soon as the month is over, it starts from zero again, you know? So I have 8 days, and I already cheated a little bit on, so actually I just used, I think, 1 day or so this time. And there's just 2 weeks left, you know? So, and then it starts from zero again, and then these 2 weeks I will not come to London, because next week I have a time to bring this laptop home, and then the month is more or less over. So it doesn't help me to save anything here right now. Not for soon.
See, so I'm doing a juiced up map. I'm putting a tier 15 map, which is the highest tier in the game, in endgame, so it's super hard. And I'm adding 2 modifiers with the tablets. So Breach, which I like the Breach encounters, they're quite fun, and Irradiated, which makes the monster stronger. And then the map that I'm doing has a Delirium Mirror at the beginning, which you're gonna see this thing that's make it broken. I'm gonna walk through it and I'm gonna spawn all sorts of monsters, going fucking chaos. Let's see if I die.
The depraved lords were already lost again. If anything,
yeah, this is my main character. This character is level 91, which is insane for how long it took me to get there. Yeah. Anything over 70 takes so much longer. Deliver encounter.
That I sometimes been meeting with the doctor because I really love something else. That's what I talked about after these 2 hours, but I used to do everything about these days. Everything. When I do that, I really think maybe I never do stuff or not. It's just awesome when you say. But this time I need to do everything. But someone said this is understanding because there's the one happening and this is a little less or whatever. This happening. Whatever. So I hope I listen what they're saying.
The Delirium encounter, like, I don't really see what's the point in Delirium. That's usually it's not like it. Because when I do Breach, it's very clear what I'm doing. And it's very clear the rewards I'm getting for it. Delirium is like me being on MDMA and I'm hallucinating and there's enemies popping out of mirrors and stuff. I don't get any rewards for it. And I'm at a point now where I can't progress the character levels anymore because I'm too high for it to be meaningful. So the progression has what they call in gaming a soft cap, meaning that you can go over, but really it's where it starts becoming impossible to go over, even though it's possible. And that soft cap is level 90. When you get to level 90, that's it. Anything over this is just, so much more time for you to get to any level that it's a bit silly. So I'm level 91 already, so I know that I can't really progress anymore in that way. So the only way that I can progress is by getting better gear. And there's different ways and different things, and some of it's very expensive. I have to pay more, I have to find this currency, do these things, whatever. So I'm doing that, right? But some of the game modes, they give you rewards that can help. And Delirium is supposed to be one of them. And I've never gotten anything from Delirium. It's ridiculous. I've done so many of them, but I got nothing from it. Why am I even doing it? Like, I might as well not do it. And Delirium is really hard. In the last patch, they had to reduce the health of all the enemies in Delirium by like half or something because it was so fucking hard, people kept dying. And we get nothing for it. Ridiculous. It's dead. So I have this thing on the tree that I selected, one of one of the passive nodes, is called Chaos Inoculation. And so it reduces my life to 1 from like 2,000 or something. Reduces to 1. So basically, if anything touches me, I die straight away. But it makes me immune to chaos damage, which is a type of damage in the game that is very difficult to mitigate. And so when you do this, and then you do something specific with your gear, which gives you energy shield, this thing that you have on your gear that protects you from damage, you get a lot of it, and you get the resistance, it means that you have high defense, and you're immune to a certain type of damage that's hard to mitigate. But then if you fuck up, you die straight away. So when I die, it's always so dramatic, because I can't even see it coming once. Which doesn't happen often, because I know what I'm doing, but it's a very high risk, high reward program. I don't like it. It's called Chaos Inoculation. So the max, the hard cap where you cannot grow anymore is 100. But the soft cap, I'm talking about character level, I'm not talking about like the place you can go. So, but the soft cap, which means after which it's not reasonable to expect that you can stay level, it's 90. But you will never get 90, for instance. I don't think. Unless you become super addicted to this game and you play your whole life. And every time there's a new season, the progress resets. So we're back to 0. So this season there, the season started like 2 weeks ago.
Are you one famous person on this planet who already, very famous because he respects the
Obviously, there's plenty of guys who are amazing. Yeah, I know that. I watched him in the video on YouTube, they do guides and stuff like every game that is a bit competitive is going to be a community of people playing it. Every game, even games of like 50 years ago. Like, there are some people, for instance, that specialize in beating games of like the Nintendo era back in the days when we were kids. They specialize in beating them the fastest possible because speedrunning, right? So you play Mario, for instance, and you need to beat it in the least amount of time. And so they do those games and they beat them in like 20 minutes, that kind of fucking crazy time. And they compete at like top level, like there's leaderboards, world record, like it's really cool. So even the old games that are like 40 years old, older than me, people compete on them. And there's gonna be somebody who's really good at it, and who's gonna any game that people compete. But for me, the thing about me that is not common among gaming is that I have a lot of variety in what I like to play. You look at my games on the PS5, the ones I spend the most hours on, and you look at other people who have the same game, they never have the same combination of games. Does that make sense? So, for instance, the boys that I played the Division League in the US, none of them play Genshin Impact. None of them play this game, and none of them play Diablo, right? So there are different people playing different games that I play overall. If you look at their range of games, right? But I have a lot of variety because I like a lot of different things. That's not common in gaming. People usually specialize in one thing. There's another thing. Tell me. Diablo is a similar type of game. That's the same game as this, but in a different company game. It's the same game. Yeah, it's nonsense. Yeah, probably it's just like, I remember I told you that, I was like, what?
And I was like, obviously, I was like, it's a new design, but I don't see this one. And now I think that you can basically the vote.
100%.
Especially with this people in the outside who never have to do so.
Well, this is you being a bit salty about it. But yeah, I understand. I agree.
it was a really like the short part when you know they just talk about this. You know, something speak in your ear, which is to someone like this too much, and you have no clue what's gaming, then you don't know what to do. It's just shooting around, and then people speak in your ear to basically the whole time. So this is, you know, like.
Yeah, for someone like you who doesn't know how to play and also who's stressed when you play about this worst thing possible. Fucking worst.
And they had this problem with controversial that now
Make
for
use
you,
of
this is a
this.
great that you explained, you did it again really clear. You've been kind of speakers with some people with an accent and nothing, and I obviously didn't explain to
I was
you.
gonna say they probably didn't explain anything as well.
And he explained it, but like no one else explained something, and then they said about other things and whatever. And with you, you were like, okay, I put like this green light, and then you can see me in the picture. Anything like this.
As I said in Diablo, it's oh yeah, which for them. I mean, you know, I don't particularly like.
And especially they did it on the phone, you know. This was quite flexible. They had no investment. They took pleasures on the phone. I think.
Well, no investment. They have to have. They probably didn't figure, but they have to have a good phone. So no investment, I think, is a bit proverbial.
I really didn't. I was 20 minutes. It was too much. No, I actually didn't want to say something.
Yeah. Let's spend every day. Voila.
You have a really cute voice. When you told me before this stuff, you were like, we were in the middle of playing and you were like, and now, yeah, you follow me, you do this. I was like, oh my god, I thought about guy sparrows and that. It's like, it's random. I was like, you know, I just came there and now I'm sitting with you here and playing this stuff on there. I believe this.
Okay.
It's so unreal. It's so unreal.
Right, so I did this. Voila. So, ta-da.